In the sprawling, sun-drenched mansion perched on the edge of Hawkstone Hills, billionaire Alexander Crane lived surrounded by wealth, marble floors, priceless art, and a loneliness money could never cure. His twin sons, Liam and Lucas, barely 2 years old, had been born with a rare muscular disorder that made it difficult for them to balance, walk, or even stand without support. Doctors gave little hope. Therapists said, progress will be slow, if ever. The twins spent their days in custom wheelchairs in the mansion's playroom while an endless rotation of nannies and caregivers came and went, none lasting more than a few weeks. All except one. The quiet, warm-hearted cleaner named Mariah, a black woman in her late 20s who had come from a struggling neighborhood miles away. Unlike the others, she never seemed intimidated by the mansion or by Alex's wealth. She simply did her work, humming softly, greeting the twins with a smile every morning. But Alex, exhausted by betrayal from past nannies, lived in constant suspicion. He had seen caregivers steal, lie, mistreat, or manipulate. So one night, after hearing unexplained giggles and unusual thumps from the twins' playroom, he decided to install a hidden camera inside the chandelier, positioned perfectly to capture every inch of the room. He told himself it was for the twins' safety, but deep down, he feared being made a fool again. The next morning, he pretended to head to a business meeting but instead sat in his home office, watching the live feed. What he saw first confused him. Mariah entered the room carrying no cleaning supplies. Instead, she carried a small Bluetooth speaker and a colorful scarf tucked under her apron. The twins' wheelchairs were positioned near the center of the sunlit floor. Mariah knelt in front of them, looked them directly in the eyes, and whispered, "Are you ready, my brave boys?" Before Alex could process what was happening, Mariah pressed play on the speaker. Gentle, rhythmic music began to fill the room, African lullabies mixed with soft drumbeats. She lifted the twins from their wheelchairs with surprising strength and set them on the floor in front of her, supporting them with her hands. Alex's heart jumped. What was she doing? No caregiver was allowed to attempt physical exercises without his consent. He leaned closer to the screen, ready to storm down there at any second. But then something impossible happened. Liam stood, not fully, not firmly, but with Mariah holding his waist lightly. The little boy straightened his legs and lifted his body. His tiny toes pressed against the wooden floor. His face lit up like sunrise. A squeal of joy escaped him. Lucas, inspired by his brother, reached out his arms, wobbling. Mariah laughed, a warm, glowing laugh, and encouraged him. "Yes, baby, you can do it too. I believe in you. Mama Mariah's right here." Lucas swayed, nearly fell, but by some miracle, his feet found balance long enough for him to stand for a full heartbeat. Alex's jaw dropped. His sons had never stood before, not once. Therapists insisted months of effort were required before such a moment could happen. But here they were, standing on their own clumsy legs, held up not by medical professionals or expensive specialists, but by a cleaner who believed in them more than anyone else. Mariah then began guiding them through gentle movements, singing along with the music, clapping rhythmically. The twins giggled, their bodies responding to the encouragement, their muscles activating with a strength no one had ever seen. She wasn't forcing them, she was loving them into courage. And somehow, it worked. Alex felt a strange burning sensation beneath his eyes, tears he hadn't shed in years. He realized something at that moment. He, with all his billions, had never given his sons what this woman offered effortlessly: time, hope, patience, joy. For the next hour, he watched in stunned silence as she transformed the playroom into a place of magic. She danced with them, motivated them, whispered affirmations like prayers. "You are strong. You are brave. You will walk. Mama's proud of you." And each time she said it, the boys responded. They kicked, they laughed, they pushed against their limits. And Alex, hidden behind a screen, discovered a truth he had been blind to. His children didn't need more doctors, more equipment, or more money. They needed what Mariah carried in her heart. By the time she placed the boys back in their wheelchairs and kissed their foreheads before leaving the room, Alex was no longer suspicious. He was humbled, and shaken to his core. Alex rushed toward the playroom as soon as Mariah stepped out into the hallway. She jumped in surprise when she saw him, her employer, normally stoic and distant, standing there with red eyes and trembling lips. He didn't speak at first. Instead, he slowly walked past her into the room, staring at the twins, who now smiled up at him with a brightness he had never seen before. They stood, he whispered. Mariah swallowed nervously, unsure whether she would be scolded or fired. Sir, I know I should have asked permission, she said, wringing her hands. But the boys, they have so much strength inside them. They just needed someone to unlock it. Alex turned toward her slowly, and to her shock, he broke into tears. Thank you, he choked. Thank you for giving my son something I never could. Mariah blinked, her own eyes filling. All they needed was love and belief, sir. Every child deserves that, no matter whose child they are. Overwhelmed, Alex made a decision right there that would change all their lives forever. From this moment, he said, you are not just a cleaner. You are the boys' official caregiver. I will double your salary. No, triple it, and I want you to lead their full rehabilitation program. Mariah gasped, covering her mouth. Sir, I don't know what to say. But Alex wasn't finished. Say you'll stay, he pleaded, because you're the only one who has ever brought them real progress. Over the next weeks, the mansion transformed. Cameras were no longer hidden, they were removed entirely. Instead, music echoed through the halls every morning as Mariah worked with the twins, helping them grow stronger, step by step. Therapists were astonished. The boys began taking real steps, shaky but determined. Their laughter became a soundtrack Alex cherished more than any business victory. He found himself joining their sessions, clapping along awkwardly, learning the songs Mariah sang. He learned to laugh again. He learned to father again. And Mariah became part of the family in a way no one expected. The twins called her Mama Raya, a name that melted Alex's heart every time he heard it. One evening, he invited Mariah to his office, not to reprimand her, but to honor her. I'm setting up a foundation in your name, he told her. A program to help disabled children from low-income communities. You'll run it. Mariah broke down crying. She had grown up in a neighborhood where hope was rare. And now, because she chose to love 2 little boys, she would bring hope to hundreds more. At the grand opening of the foundation months later, Alex stood before a crowd of reporters and delivered a speech that shook the media. A hidden camera taught me something no business school ever did. Wealth means nothing if it doesn't lift others. And the greatest strength my sons ever found came from someone the world often overlooks. Her name is Mariah, and she is the reason my boys can walk today. The audience erupted in applause as Mariah stepped forward with the twins holding her hands, walking, wobbling, laughing. As the camera panned in for the promotional video, Alex looked directly into the lens. If this story touched your heart, he said gently, hit subscribe. Because somewhere out there is another family who needs hope, and your support helps us reach them. Let's spread stories that heal.